I'm going to do a quick little video. I'm doing it live so you can see it in person. I like to do a lot of my videos live so you can see it in real time, that I'm not just bullshitting anybody or whatever. It is what it is, and I'm just trying to show you to do it the right way. So we quoted this roof for a soft wash. Rocked up to the customer's house, informed that the roof is oxidized, and the best possible outcome they're going to get is a pressure wash with a light chemical rinse. That's just to kill anything left behind after the pressure wash. And the main reason is, the first thing I seen driving down the driveway is the roof is chalky. It's gone white. It is meant to be like a chocolate brown, but it's gone a pale white. So we're just going to have a quick walk up in the roof. Remember the most important part is, if it's oxidized and you walk on it with water, you're going to slip, because as soon as you put water on that roof, it turns to ice and you'll just slip straight off. You'll tear up your legs on the screws and stuff like that. So ideally, I made a video a few weeks back on how to enter a roof using a pressure washer and a little extension on the gun. If you're not experienced enough, then that's the best way to enter these roofs. If you're a little bit more experienced like I am, not saying that I don't slip on these roofs, but if you're a little bit more experienced, you can go this way. I don't recommend it because I don't want to be sued by somebody, but if you're going to do it, you go up this way. So we'll come up on the roof. These are called valleys. Okay. You might call them something else in the States, but in Australia, what I call it is a valley. All right. So it's just like a mountain ridge. That's your top ridge, valley. I run my feet up the screw heads. If you're unsafe on a roof, this is the easiest way to get up and down a roof rather than trying to come down there. So put your ladder off to the side of the center, because you don't want it bending the corner of the gutter. You're coming down this roof, you can walk straight down the valley either sides. Toasty asked a stupid question. All right, so you can see around the chimney stack, they've cleaned the roof by hand because they put that in 2 years ago. But you rub your hand on the roof here, and you can see that coming off. You can see the chalkiness on my finger. So when you wash this roof, all that chalkiness is going to come off, which is the UV layer breaking down, and you're going to have a nice flat roof. It's never going to be shiny again. You could always spray it with a clear coat, but that's the oxidization there. The downside with that, the downside with doing an oxidized roof, it is gonna go everywhere down there. Anything 2 to 3 meters past the gutter line is gonna cop it with that colored water, which is the paint. So ideally, it's good to have somebody down on the ground, or to put a sprinkler down as you go around the roof, or you wet it down with the hose with the ball valve, and then when you finish, you wet it down again, just to make sure it's all gone. The best case scenario is to get everything moved away from the bottom, so that way it just goes on the grass or the trees or something, which is nice and easy. You just rinse that down and it'll be fine. So The sun's gone down now, so you can see the difference in that roof there. So what we're going to do, we've got the surface cleaner up here. We're just going to run across. Remember, with an oxidized roof, you don't go as fast as you normally go. You got to go really slow, straight down the same line, and try and overlap as you go down, because whatever you miss when you go down, you're going to have lines, white lines right across the thing. So oxidized roof, I try and come down and up, down and up to get a nice consistent, and then I overlap my surface cleaner as I'm doing it. So it's just something that's nice and slow. It's the best way to do this roof, because I'll put before and after photo on my community board. So I'll take a photo of this now, and then I'll take a photo of it after, and then I'll probably share this video on that post. But these roofs actually, they come up really good once they're done. But in the Australian environment, this is tend to what we see a lot. And then as we come up here, the solar panels are black, so that is pretty gnarly. Not the worst I've seen. We've got a little bit of lichen growing on that one there, a bit more down there. He has come up here and cleaned them with, you can see down the bottom there, he's tried to clean them with a little tiny Roby one, a little electric one. So yeah, that's cleaning this roof and how to do it. We're going to get stuck into it, because this is probably going to take me 2 to 3 hours to do this roof. And then we got 4 other jobs for today, because we're pretty booked out. I think we only got 2 days left in February to book out. So we're booking, we've got another large job we're booking into March. So we're pretty booked out. And that's mainly from all the quoting that we did last week, the week before. So the two weeks prior is we did all the damage for February. Morning, Nathan. So yeah, we're gonna get off this roof. So while the roof is dry, it's not too bad to walk on. I'm just saying that if you're not confident on the roof, don't walk on it. Okay. Try and wash into it. Watch my other video about how to get onto a roof. And just don't do silly things, because last thing you want to do is hurt your legs, break your legs, fall off a roof, hurt yourself, and then you're not doing the cleaning part of things. So always take your time on a roof, never be stupid, and get the job done, make the money. Hey Todd, so I'll catch you later. I'm going to get this one all cleaned up and move on to the next one.